Selamat datang kembali di channel Algoro, dan kali ini kita akan lanjutkan lagi nih teman-teman perjalanan kita untuk menamatkan game Genshin Impact. Oke, semoga teman-teman apapun yang kalian lakukan saat ini semoga berbuah hasil. Jangan patah semangat, gue yakin kalau kalian berprogres terus semuanya akan berhasil teman-teman. Jadi tanpa banyak basa-basi lagi, gue akan lanjutin game teman-teman. Kalau kalian suka dengan video-video gue, kalian like video-video gue. Kalau kalian punya tips dan trik untuk bermain Genshin Impact yang baik dan benar, kalian tulis di kolom komentar di video-video gue yang kemarin ya teman-teman. Dan kalau kalian pengen lihat gue mainin game yang lainnya juga nih teman-teman, kalian harus banget subscribe channel ini. Kenapa? Karena agar channel ini berkembang ya teman-teman. So, terakhir itu gue sebenarnya udah recording teman-teman, cuma ada satu atau dua hal masalah. Record gue itu nggak bisa ke-record nih, jadi akhirnya gue ngulang lagi. Terakhir itu kita di Wagner ini, kita itu harus nyari stranger ya. Jadi ada orang yang datang ke Mondstadt ini teman-teman. Jadi gue balik lagi ke Mondstadt. Sebenarnya udah gue jelasin, ternyata korup. Jadi korup banget itu. Gue juga bingung. Gue tadi udah record ternyata korup. Jadi akhirnya sebenarnya kita udah punya arkon quest yang baru ya teman-teman. Tapi sebelum itu kan ini kan interlude. Ternyata prelude-nya ada di sini nih, chapter 1 act 4. Nah, gue mau mainin prelude-nya dulu, abis itu nanti kita baru ke si interlude ini ya teman-teman. So, kalau kalian memang suka, kalian like video-video gue. Terakhir itu, ternyata ada traveler juga, yang rambutnya warnanya kuning, lagi ada di Mondstadt itu teman-teman. Dan kita itu juga traveler ya, jadi kita harus cari tahu nih travelernya itu siapa ya teman-teman. Jadi kita langsung aja ke Angel Share. Yang gue agak gedein sedikit.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Jadi kita balik lagi nih ke Mondstadt ya teman-teman, untuk mainin quest yang ini. Dan lucunya, kenapa chapter 1 act 4-nya itu malah ada di side-side quest kayak gini ya teman-teman. Jadi kita mainin dulu aja. Jadi seatnya ada di mana? Nggak ada, eco seat di sini aja berarti ya.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Nah, ini yang stranger yang kita lihat, yang kita harus cari gitu teman-teman. Langsung aja. Nah, dia tuh rambutnya juga blonde ya, jadi rambutnya pirang nih teman-teman, kayak si karakter kita loh.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling? Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
That little one beside you.
We're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
And he was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis? I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer then. I understand. As I thought, you really are similar to her. I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being, one that commands the Abyss Mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something. Uh-huh! We're super duper strong!
That manner, it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Dainsleif ya. Entah kenapa penampilannya mirip dengan kita ya teman-teman. Jadi gue lihat tuh kayak dari matanya tuh ada bintangnya. Nah bintang itu tuh kalau kalian ingat ada dewa, bukan dewa ya berarti. Ada dewi yang pertama banget tuh di video gue. Nah dia tuh skillnya itu bintang-bintang itu tuh. Seingat gue ya, apa nanti gue salah kayak apa. Nah ini kita langsung teleport aja ya teman-teman untuk mempersingkat waktu kita ya. Dainsleif ini juga bajunya itu juga bukan dari tempat-tempat yang kita biasa lihat ya. Dia hitam semua gitu dan dia related tuh Abyss Order ya teman-teman. Nah kalian mau tahu Abyss Order itu apa? Abyss Order itu tuh beda dengan para manusia kayak kita gini ya. Salah satunya tuh yang terbang ngeluarin api, es dan kawan-kawan itu. Nanti gue kasih tahu.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss. The falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Abyssal Traces. Oke. Kita langsung main aja Abyssal Traces ini. Kalau kalian pengen main game ini gratis teman-teman. Jadi kalau kalian main langsung main aja. Kalian bisa download. Kalau gue lagi main di Android, kalian bisa main di mana aja.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
I wonder what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Kalian bisa main juga di iPhone. Jadi kalau kalian main di iPhone itu versinya sama dengan kayak yang gue mainin sekarang. Kalian kalau punya PS4, PS5 kalian juga bisa main. Apalagi kalau kalian punya PC. Nah, kalian bisa main di PC ya teman-teman ya. Tuh gue suka BID itu karena itu. Nah ini nyebelin. Ini santai masuk.
Eyes on me!
Wow,
You haven't won yet.
mati kan?
I must leave no stone. Rain outlines your fate.
Nah, untuk gue ngecek nih. Emang suka mau nyempil di belakang-belakang gini teman-teman. Pokoknya ingat ya, kalau kalian main game-game exploration kayak gini, looting itu harus kalian utamain. Kenapa? Karena itu mempermudah kita juga nantinya untuk naikin karakter-karakter kita itu. Dan kalau gue emang pribadi suka sama game-game kayak gini kan. Game-game kayak gini tuh benar-benar bikin tenang sih. Dan ini udah gue sering ngomong. Nah ini nih, itu yang pakai jubah itu, nah itu Abyss Mage. Langsung aja.
It's a good night show.
Nah ini yang paling nyebelin, Abyss Mage ini. Gue ledakin dulu.
Cool it.
Mati semua. Kalau gini agak berpengaruh nggak? Ambil semua dan suruh ke atas sana. Atau ya gue sekarang tuh senang banget mainin game yang tidak kompetitif karena gue juga udah capek kali ya. Santai dong.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Steady as stone.
Dodge this! Cool it!
Ini langsung gede.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Jadi kalau kalian ngebekuin lawan terus kalian pakai tanah itu damage-nya agak gede.
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left. The abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Gua tebak dia bisa nebak
Body and mind.
ada di sana karena waktu yang dari tadi kita ambilin ya. Dan kalau kalian bingung kenapa dibilang Old Wolf, jadi kalau kalian ingat, gua pernah mainin story-nya tentang si Razor. Nah itu kita ngelihat kan ada si serigala besar itu ya. Kalau nggak salah di daerah sini. Nah ini kita kemana yang deket ya? Kalau kesini tuh dia ada di bawah gitu sih. Ya, kita kesini aja teman ya. Teleport aja untuk membersihkan waktu nih teman-teman. Kemungkinan ini bakal panjang. Ada di atas sana ya. Kita harus manjat-manjat dulu teman-teman. Ini apa ya? Ada pilar kayak gini. Nah ini tips dari gua ya. Maksudnya gua udah mainin dulu lumayan. Kalau kalian pengen manjat, kalian pakai karakter-karakter yang tinggi-tinggi gini. Kenapa bang kok pakai karakter yang tinggi? Karena jadi dia itu manjatnya bisa lebih panjang. Jadi ngurangin pemakaian energi. Wow, tinggalin dulu aja ya. Itu karena itu percuma.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Langsung aja
What's the hurry?
ke sini ya.
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north. Sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that, floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Kalau gue matiin,
No, my sword!
oh ternyata nggak berpengaruh apa-apa ya teman-teman. Kasihnya dulu ya. Kadang kita ke tempat yang lebih tinggi dulu. Jadi kita bisa mudah ke sananya ya teman-teman. Nah ini dia namanya wolf book. Jadi dia itu bisa jadi bahan obat juga ya teman-teman. Naik pagi.
And there's another one of those bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss really has been around. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
bite.
Habis match ini agak nyebelin.
Leave it all to me. No, my sword.
Udah. Terus kita ke sana ya. Kenapa gue milih yang lebih tinggi dulu? Karena untuk mempermudah gue ke sana gitu loh. Jadi gue tinggal terbang aja. Nggak usah jalan komisi lagi ya.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
Let me weave you a verse.
Ooh, that's that. Let's go check
Okay.
out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
Pesan gue sampai sekarang sih game ini seru. Cuma memang gue udah gacha berkali-kali. Gue belum dapat nih bintang 5. miHoYo, tolong bantuin gue ya. Gue gak dapat bintang 5 sih. Gue udah nge-pull berkali-kali loh. Aku mau main setiamu dong.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Kita ke Storm Terrors lagi. Jangan bilang kita disuruh lawan lagi Storm Terror. Ya nggak apa-apa sih. Dapat lootingan bagus soalnya. Jangan kita langsung aja teman.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Dainsleif ini agak ini ya. Agak aneh. Mungkin dia nyimpen rahasia yang lumayan ya.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Back off! Rain outlines your fate.
Steady as stone.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen.
To ashes! I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Dodge this!
Yeah, no, my sword.
Cool it!
Wah, pas banget.
Dodge this!
Oh, dia di heal ya?
Leave it all to me. Rain cutter.
Cool it!
Berarti si M
Time
di
to
sini ya.
act. Not good.
Oh shit.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Don't get frostbite! Dodge this!
No, my sword. Body and
Baru
mind.
dia. Ini nah kayak susah banget karakter.
Freeze!
Aduh. Masih ada.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's Wanmin restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster. Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Oh, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Seingat gua ya, waktu itu saudari kita itu jadi princess di abyssnya. Apakah ini nyangkut juga dengan saudari kita ya? Yang kita cari-cari.
Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
Kalau kalian ingat pas gua terakhir lawan si The Fallen atau Storm Terror itu kan dia ada terakhir teman-teman. Gue jadi kepo nih, Dainsleif ini siapa ya? Plus warna rambutnya mirip kita ya. Wow, ini ada jejak kaki siapa ya? Situ nggak ada apa-apa lagi.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
So, Dainsleif sudah selesai. Oke. Jadi kemungkinan gue akan berhentiin dulu questnya di sini, teman-teman. So, kalau kalian suka dengan video-video gue, kalian like. Kalau kalian punya tips and trick dengan video-video gue, dengan cara gue main Genshin Impact, kayak kemarin ada orang yang nyaranin gue untuk pakai interactive map. Gue abis ini akan coba interactive map itu, teman-teman. So, kalau kalian emang punya tips and trick lainnya juga, kalian komen, kalian tulis komentarnya di kolom komentar video-video gue di bawah ya. Kalian tulis tips and triknya, nanti akan gue balas dan akan
If
gue
you ever
coba
want to
nih,
trade
teman-teman.
tactics, I'm always.
Ini sih kamu ya. Nah, kalau kalian pengen lihat gue main game yang lainnya juga, kalian harus banget subscribe channel ini sehingga channelnya terus berkembang nih, teman-teman. Apalagi kalau gue ada temennya gitu. Dan ini adalah salah satu game yang gue suka banget ya. Jadi gue tuh lumayan sering main game, tapi ini salah satu yang menurut gue agak memuaskan ya. Bukan agak memuaskan sih, paling memuaskan lah. Gue bisa mainin di mana aja. Environment gamenya juga bagus sih. So, sampai kita
I never
ketemu di
embark on a
kesempatan
journey without a
selanjutnya ya,
good book.
teman-teman. Bye bye. Emang bagus sih.